Welcome to another episode of Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. You got Wayne and Tim tonight. The Sixers coming off of a. Did anybody watch that game? I mean, it's kind of. I put the game on. I find myself. I'll put the game on, and it kind of becomes background music, a white noise, because I can't stand to watch. And I like some of the young people, man. I hope they do well. However, right now, my mindset wasn't built. My mindset wasn't around a rebuild year or a tank year and all that other stuff. So watching any of that stuff out there right now is just I don't even know what to make of it. Like, you can't really judge the coach as much because he's never really had a fair shot at a proper roster. You know what I mean? Even though he hasn't done the greatest of things, but you can't really rip the young boys. They out there, they trying to do what they can do, trying to earn a spot. You know, Maxey. There's been a whole lot put on him, and they might as well. I think they're gonna start finding a way to sit him out and give him some load management so they can get in that protected draft. But I mean, Drummond had a nice alley-oop. He had a nice little couple dunks on people. Yeah. I mean, it ain't. I can't. Anthony. I tried, bro, because I apologize to everybody because I know I've missed quite a few podcasts since the Super Bowl, and I'm like, I just can't look at that garbage that they put out there. Like, they don't even know what. So I try to make myself watch, and I just can't focus. You know how bad it was? It's so bad. My wife took a nap, and I washed the dishes. I watched the dishes while the game was on. You can't hear nothing, Ephraim?
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now.
Oh, no, I had to reset mine because I couldn't.
You kind of low though.
But
I'm low.
He sounds real echoed. He was like, "Oh Lord."
Okay, we're gonna mute him until he gets something.
Until he get himself together.
Come on, y'all playing too much.
Boy, that sounded like you was listen. Wait till you listen to the playback. It sounded like you was on steel drums just now.
Oh, when I was hitting the mic.
Yeah.
All right, what's up? So, what y'all saying? Anybody say anything yet?
I was reading about the state remarks out the way.
Yeah, they just got out the way. So you can go ahead and. I honestly didn't watch the game. I had it on, but I couldn't. It was like every once in a while you look up, but then it's like, yeah.
Shout out to everybody who's on the chat and everybody who actually, still persist on watching these games. I do it because obviously we all fans, but then obviously, we like to keep abreast when we do the podcast what the team is looking like. But so it's kind of forced upon us to watch this this ship completely slowly but surely sink, which in all intents and purposes I'm happy it needs to sink before you can pull it back up and rebuild and do what you got to do. But this why I'm kind of irritated. Tim, can you stop playing with the cameras, please? I thought that was Ethan's job. This is what I'm kind of irritated about, though, is a couple things. For one, why do we win 2 nights ago? Like, I was at the game. The game was good. It was kind of nice that we won.
The game against who?
Golden State. Well, why are we winning games at this point in the season? Like,
it's dumb.
Like, why are we doing this?
What part bothered you more, that we won or that it was against Steph?
No, listen, I wanted to lose tonight. See, Steph. All right,
no, I know. I'm trolling you. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
In all intents and purposes, I think that's how the phrase is. Why is Maxey playing when he got a bad hand? He's shooting terrible. Maxey, first of all, Maxey playing himself, and I got so much love for Maxey. That's my young boy, man. And he's in the game playing with a bad hand, and he's destroying his field goal percentage and his 3-point percentage. And he's not contributing really to the team outside of being a decoy. But every time somebody passed him, he was passing. It was one sequence in the Golden State game where they passed it to him. He passed. I can't remember who he's passing back and forth to. It might have been like Edwards or something. He passed it to him. He passed it back. He passed it back to him. He passed it back. Maxey looking like, yo, here go the ball. Like, do so. Why are you passing me the rock? I can't shoot. I can't even barely dribble the basketball. Why do you keep passing to me? So that begs the question, why is he still in the game? Why is he in the game? Now he's in the game today, and now he gets hurt. This the foolishness I'm talking about. Now he hurts his back. Who knows how bad it is? It didn't look severe, but who knows?
He ain't hurt. That's the way that they can sit him out without the league coming. They already got Paul George sitting out of the game. They got no. I agree. My bad, Tim. You ready to hop in real quick before I do?
Yeah, I mean, all I want to say is, before I start, can anybody put that like button, please? We need them likes. The first 15 minutes is the most important part of the podcast. We'll get them likes. So please like and subscribe.
Anyway, we also need to do a TikTok page too, but I've been saying that for quite some time. But go ahead.
I know, but you got kids that can set up for it. But listen, what I need all y'all to do is embrace the tank. That's my mode right now.
But we won game. We won. That's the problem.
Yeah, we won one game. We lost like 8 of the last 9 games.
One game can shift you. One game took the Lakers from 5th to 2nd. One game can shift the whole draft situation.
We should but you got to blame Grimes. Grimes got his star was blinking. He went crazy in that Golden State game. But this game, it played out the way I needed it to play out. We lose by 17 points. Everybody got banged up. We got injured all over again. We might not have enough people to play tomorrow, to be honest with you. That's how bad we banged up. Maxey went down. Edwards went down. Our center bull, he got hurt. So this is good. We need to lose. I'm trying to catch Toronto because Toronto got like 2-game lead on this. I want them to catch us, in other words. But sit back, y'all. Put your feet up. Relax, chill. I do want to get into Joel and his future, but right now, as far as the game, all I got to say is I enjoyed it. I like that boy, Anthony Simons. I always liked the game. I think he's getting better and better. I mean, yeah, I think it's Ephraim. But I enjoyed it. I don't know about y'all, but it was a good game to me. We lost.
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Golden State game. I wanted it to be a close game, and then let Golden State win at the end of the game. But no, Grimes want to act like he Jordan and he want to keep scoring. He Kobe Bryant or something. Like, bro, what is you doing? Nobody told you we were supposed to lose these games. Like, would you not get this memo that we?
Is his contract up? Is he about to be a free agent?
I think we got a year.
But once you have 40 was enough. 35, you was cool. That's a very good game. No need to keep going. He was actually going for 50. If he'd have made the stick of free throws, he'd have had 50 points. So I know we're going back 2 games. But all that being said, that's a game we should have lost. We should have lost the game, but we lost tonight. That's cool. It doesn't make for good podcasting. As We the North said, people done bailed out on us. And by the way, We the North, just shut up and like the video.
No. Ho. We need a Hart to win. No, you need a Kawhi to win. Because you ain't do jack squat once he left, and you ain't do jack squat before he came in here. So
we need the Hart to win. Who's the Hart?
I'm talking about Toronto because they snuck one in there because they got Kawhi that year.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then did like 4 bounces.
Thank you, Boozel. He said, "Dumb winning that Warriors game. Glad we back to our losing ways." It was dumb. It was dumb.
No. I agree with you, but I'm going to troll you because it just so happened that Steph Curry is your favorite player in the league of all time, baby. And
And by the way,
you actually went to that game.
By the way, Curry fans, they are like LeBron and Kobe fans now. Curry has reached that level where he has his own fan base that travel to games. You should have seen it tonight. I was flicking back and forth between the Charlotte game and the Sixers game. He down in Charlotte. Same thing. Curry scored. The crowd is going wild. I couldn't in good conscience, as a Philadelphia native and sports fan, I couldn't in good conscience cheer for Curry in the game. I was actually booing them. I was calling them bums and all that kind of stuff like that. The bull out. No, real rap.
You need more people. Show the tape.
You need more people.
Hold up. This is what I'm going to say. Listen, did you see when he even started to talk about it? He was like, Curry fans. He get
I was born a
Kobe fan. Like he was sitting there talking like he was like the quiet storm all of a sudden. Like, well,
how are you doing?
How are you doing? Curry.
They was in the building, first of all. No, but they was. Curry fans were in effect. I'm just telling y'all. They was in effect.
You have entered a new day.
No, real rap. Ask Brandon.
No. But to the point because I never got a chance to address the point you was making earlier about with Maxey. I think it's kind of like, all right, the league's still looking at him a little. A back injury, you know how a back injury is. Boys say they got a back injury. You can make that thing last as long as you want. Everything else, because they can't really judge your back and everything else. I think that they kind of.
Curry did it with a wrist.
No.
Here.
No, I hear you, but it's hard to do that when you have PG missing his games as many games as he is, and you got Embiid missing the rest of the season and being in and out, barely playing the other part of the season. It's kind of like it's pressure on Maxey probably from himself and maybe even the organization league wise. Like, listen, y'all got to do something. Y'all can't just what I'm saying, do it like that. Because I'm sure they had them planning to play a lot of primetime games and all that other type stuff. I'm sure they probably tried to move them out now. I'm sure if they got that clause, what you call it when you move a team out of slot.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what it. But if they got that in the clause, you best believe they moving them out of there. But
flexing to the flex them
yeah,
out of
flex. Yeah, they flexing them out of them games. So
I mean,
but I agree with you though. They do need to shut him down, and this is a good opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We don't need to win any more games, y'all. Right now, we good. We actually lost 10 of our last 11 games. We're doing well. That one game, I know y'all are mad about the Golden State, but we're doing well.
Who's y'all?
Me and Bootzilla.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, they should have won that. I had that as a loss. I think we play Boston tomorrow, so that's definitely should be a loss. So right now,
you might want to beat Boston too. No,
they messed around. Boston, like, you see how happy they was that they destroyed the Sixers after the break. Like they just was like they was in a bag. Like, yeah, y'all done. Get up out of here. Boston to mess around and just to jam the Sixers up so that they could win a game and sit like they whole starting lineup.
That'd be horrible.
Boston still probably win.
I mean, we could actually talk around the league too. After we done talking the Sixers. But I know Tim wanted to talk about Joel Embiid and his future a little bit. But Bootzilla said, "I never like losing, but it's necessary right now." I agree with that. That's absolutely a very true statement. Every loss is a good thing, regardless of how painful it is to us personally and professionally, because we don't get. It's not many people coming here after the Sixers starts thinking. It's people who in text chats, little Sixers fans that I'm in. Can't even stomach watching the games no more. People don't even know the game is on. Somebody text the Sixers on. Somebody like, yo, they playing tonight. I didn't even know. Little Sixers fans, both white Sixers fans, been Sixers fans for years. But this what happens when you start losing. Ticket prices drop too. So by the way, if you want to get down to the game, this is a great time to get down to the game and watch your favorite incoming player. Like I
did. And even take the kids. Sometimes they get expensive, and you might be trying to get your kid into the sport a little bit more. Right. Or if they're a fan, this is the time to go down there and let them. I mean, I know that's when I started, seeing sports. My pop used to take me down to Sixers games, and I know they wasn't. I ain't gonna date myself by saying how they was like $8 and $9, but. But you go down there and it gave me that love.
Again.
Yeah, it probably is.
Even while you were there, you witnessed history. Steph Curry dunked the ball first time in 6 years. And after the game, he said that will be the last time he's going to dunk in the NBA ever again. He said,
that's what he said? I didn't hear that.
He said that. So you actually witnessed his last dunk.
I actually wish I could have got that on.
Look at him.
I wish I could. I wish. Hold on. I actually wish I could have got that on. Play yourself. I actually wish I could have got that on film. Yo, when he dunked, I'm telling you right now.
Did you boo him then? Did you boo him when he dunked? Did you boo him when he dunked?
I didn't boo him, but I never cheered. I never cheered for him. I'm telling you now, I never cheered for Curry the whole game. It was a dude sitting right next to me. Who he was a Warriors fan. He said he'd been a Warriors fan since he was little, since Baron Davis and the Bull Monte Ellis days and all that. I'm not sure if I believe that. His girl was a Sixers fan. So me and his girl was kind of trolling him all night. And I told him, I said, I'm a Curry fan, but I said I can't root for Curry tonight. It's too much Curry glazing going on in this whole stadium for me as a Philadelphia native to join in on this madness. I couldn't do it.
Okay.
But who did you think was going to be there? You just said if your favorite player incoming, go get the tickets to the game.
I enjoy watching him play, but I'm not going to outright root for him in the middle of all this craziness. That's all I'm saying. I still always enjoy. I got the league ticket. I watch him all the time. I enjoy watching.
I know you almost had a stroke trying to hold that in when he dunked. Like
that dunk was. So I guess he said why he ain't dunking no more, to save his knees. I guess that's what he's saying.
Yeah, I guess.
He said his fans can't take it.
Yo, the thing about it is, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's 37. He is getting kind of up there.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
that
crazy.
hey, listen, yeah, you get older. That don't you at a certain point you be like, man, 2 points is 2 points, or in his case, 3 is worth more. So it's like, what?
They
What?
show
Who for
Mono.
what?
I just seen a video clip of Mono Ginobili at 47, 2-hand dunking. 47 Mono still getting
How
touched.
tall is
How
Mono?
tall is he?
I think Mono like 6'5" or something.
That ain't all that impressive.
I mean,
He
that's
tall.
like
At
tapping.
47? I'm still impressed. How many people have 47 dunking?
Dr. J was dunking at 60.
I wasn't, but I'm only 6'1", just under
I'm
6'1".
just saying that's still impressive, right?
No, not at 6'5".
Let me see, how tall is he?
I mean, it depends on how did he do it. Was it like he was up in the air, or was it like a rim glazer
He
or rim grazer? So you got me.
no, he got up. He got up pretty.
But did he?
He
Yeah, I
got
can't hate on that. He take care of himself. Hey, that's what's up.
He got. I should have sent you. I thought I sent it to the board. Let me see how old he is.
You might have.
He is 47, and his height is, how tall is he?
He's 6'6".
6'6".
Yes, I.
All right. So listen, on Friday afternoon, around 5, 6 o'clock in the Friday afternoon, which is around what they call the Friday evening news dump, kind of where the stuff that you want to know, the masses to really dwell on. News came down that Joel Embiid is done for the Sixers. He will not play any more games. And now the Sixers and the Joel Embiid management team, they're going to look for the best treatment for him moving forward.
Is it going to be surgery or they didn't say?
They don't know right now. They're just going to go. They're looking at everything.
Okay.
I think it's going to be surgery because that's what B said he wanted.
Now, a lot came out. We found out that one, Joel Embiid went above Eagles, the Sixers management actually went directly to the owner of the Sixers, saying that he wanted to shut it down. The Eagles team, they thought that he'll be able to play through the plane, just have to play through the pain, and maybe lose some weight. Fair or foul for Joel Embiid to go to
Did they say lose the weight or condition the knee?
I mean, they said they want him to drop some pounds as well as pay through some pain. But you think it's fair for him to go above Maury head and talk directly to Josh Allen?
Yes. Yeah. If you feel like your supervisor is not doing what's best for you and you got HR, you don't go to HR, or you don't go to the people above.
So what does that
I
say
know.
about it?
I mean, ain't that what is it? I mean, if you have that available for you, why not?
So
Go ahead. Hey, Tim fixing to go.
No,
ahead.
I'm just speaking in general in the workforce. Like, and people do it all the time.
I know, but you don't go to the owner. Like he went to the owner of the.
If you have access to the owner, you would go to the owner.
If you got access to the owner, I mean, and you feel disgruntled with how things is going with whoever's right above you, I mean, that's your right. You know, that's your right. I'm not overly mad at that. I'm more overly mad at Joel Embiid not keeping his body. It's irritating that you see players, superstars, Kevin Durant, Bron, Curry, and even think about let's exclude Bron, because Bron, he takes care of his body and all that. But let's say, for the sake of argument, he's a freak of nature. All right, it's rare that you could play that many years and hardly never get hurt. It's very rare. But let's talk about KD and Steph. These are two players who've been injured. They thought Curry his career might have been over before it even started. KD had several injuries before he even got to Golden State. Then a real serious one when he popped his Achilles in Golden State. Yet he's still playing because despite all that, he still takes care of his body. He still eats right. He obviously works out and maintains his health and fitness enough to keep playing well into his older years. Bede ain't even on that level where he's well into his older years and his body is already breaking down, and in large part due to him. This is why I'm frustrated as a Sixers fan, because he did not take his health and fitness seriously early on, and now it's then piled up and then domino affected to this point. And it's never too late to get back on track. But it may be too late to get it back on track to have a prosperous NBA career.
Well, I think the one thing that the other players that you mentioned did that he didn't was completely shut it down for a season. Wasn't Kevin Durant out for like a whole season at the one of them injuries?
But you don't know. You know he missed 400. He shut it down for several seasons.
No, I hear what you're saying. No, listen what I'm saying. No. I'm not. No, because what Ephraim said, he is a China doll. He's very fragile and injury prone. So that's that. But I'm saying, like, when we talk about these severe injuries these guys came from, they sat out a whole season, not trying to rush back and play for whatever reason. And then if you are going to play. Don't play and be like half-hearted, like, oh, I'm really out. Like, he can't play injured because when he know he's injured, it shows, and it's in the back of his mind. He can't put it out. You know how some guys could just tough through something. It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I got that. I'm going to play through it. He can't do it. So what he should have done in hindsight, I'm going to say hindsight, but certain people have been saying that already, is he should have just shut the whole season down. Especially once you realize, once you got there and you was in, like, you try to go to the Olympics and play through that. Like, you try to, my thing is, I thought they were saying he was healthy, but evidently you wasn't healthy and you went there to play. And then you talk like you were supposed to play yourself back in shape. Then you come into the season still damaged and talking about this elaborate scheme that y'all going to do where you can miss all these games and then you're going to be ready by the end of the season. No, just shut down and repair. If you can, just shut down.
But, okay, all that being said, when he shuts it down or when he was injured, see, all right, let's go back. A lot of his injuries that he got early on, even let's go back as far as 2 years ago when he got hit in the face against the Nets and all that, and he kind of got landed on his leg by Kuminga in the Golden State game and all that kind of stuff like that. Those, to me, wasn't injuries based off of he wasn't in good condition, all right? The injuries he's facing now is partly because he did not take care of his body enough. So now these injuries are going to start stockpiling later on in your career. This is why it's important to do it. And the same thing with everybody. It's the same thing with all of us. Every human being, the best time to take care of your body and get in a good routine is when you're young. Because if you wait till you old, it's harder to do it for one. And then it's a little too late to curb certain things. And this is what happened to Joel Embiid. We all know the stories about him eating hamburgers and cheeseburgers. His diet out of whack. He coming in 300 plus pounds and all this stuff like that. So all this stuff is just added up to the point when I said this early in the season, I said once he's hurt like that, I said he done. It's very hard to come back now because even if he does sit out, okay, and starts this process of trying to get better, how much work ethic is he really going to put in to get his body back right? Like, look at Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is one of the premier athletes. He's still hooping like he's 30 years old because you see Jimmy Butler off-season workouts. He's running in the beach in the sand. He's doing push-ups and all this kind of crazy stuff. He's sweating profusely, dribbling techniques and all this. Got his leg right, mind right, body right. Beat ain't doing all that. Beat ain't doing all that, and he ain't going to start doing that now. I'm telling y'all. I think
if I'm blaming
back, he never going to be what we want him to be.
If I'm putting blame on individuals, I'm going to put 50% of the blame on Joel Embiid, but I'm going to have to put a strong portion of the blame on Nick Nurse because Nick Nurse came into this organization knowing that Joel was who he was. He's not the type of person that you could just make him like just run and do things that you probably could do for any other young player. You got to treat him a little differently, and he didn't. What he did was he decided that I'm going to play this 7'2", often injured center full quarters at a time, thinking that was going to be okay. Then all of a sudden,
wasn't his minutes per game the same though?
But the way it's all, you got to stagger those minutes. You can't just run them full quarters and think it's going to. You just
how you going? Wait. It's only 4 quarters in the game.
He said
so
full quarters.
Full. Okay. I got you.
So that's what he did. Then, like even Joel Embiid, he came into the season like last year in the playoffs. He had a recovering from a meniscus surgery. So, but he played on like 44 minutes in that New York series. He played like, how can you put somebody in the game for 44 minutes coming off of meniscus surgery and don't think it's not going to have some impact on you when you already dealing with an injury-prone individual?
I can agree with that.
Nick Nurse just didn't handle, and you can see what he's doing because look what he's doing with Maxey right now. Maxey has a bad hand right now. I read today that he was teaching Maxey how to play with the hand tied, like just with 3 fingers. I literally read that today. That's what he was doing, a shoot around, teaching him how to do that.
Okay.
That's some old school football type
It's
stuff.
foolishness, man. It's like, what are we doing here?
It really is. That's crazy.
But see, that kind of goes to my point though about Joel Embiid. Like how you said about it. The Sixers had no chance at all of beating the Knicks without Joel Embiid. When Embiid was playing, they had a chance at it. And so
Nick Nurse put his own personal career in front of Joel Embiid.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Was it Nick Nurse that made that call? Was it Joel Embiid that made that call to say I want to come back and play? I'm saying it's a multitude of people that could have at any point in time said, nah, you know what I'm saying? You could have had the owner shut it down, the GM, coach. Like what was the collective thinking on that? Because
thinking that Morey he didn't have a true backup center.
But it ain't only But this ain't the first time this has happened with Embiid. Embiid has rushed to come back in the playoffs numerous times while he was still hurt.
And that's the fault on management. It's the fault on management. I'm blaming everybody, but at the same time, Joel Embiid, a lot of it, and from
it
is he just played. He never was totally committed to making his body the perfect specimen to play the way he could be the best player in a league. Like God-given talent is the reason why he got that MVP, and he's gotten better. But can you imagine if he really committed himself to like, I'm gonna eat right, I'm gonna do all the things that I need to do.
I think he still would be injury prone.
I think it'd be a little.
I think he's a Mr. Glass.
As you get older, your body is naturally going to break down, but I think you can curb the process a little bit by working out. Like even Giannis going through some injuries this year. He's been through some injuries, but he's back again. He back, and he's not. He ain't going to be out for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? Because you can see how he built. He take care of himself, and he wasn't always that size either. He worked himself and conditioned himself to be a physical specimen. This was Joel Embiid could have did. He got that African gene from Cameroon. He could have did. He got the genes. Yeah. He just don't have the mind. It's the mind that keeps great.
Now at age 30, he can no longer be an essential part of the Sixers' future.
I think that you have some people. Look at Tracy McGrady stayed with some. Well, his was a back issue, so that's a little different. But then you had Yao Ming was always injured. You know what I'm saying? You had what's his name? Baron Davis. He stayed getting injured, hurt his whole career. But he would bounce right back and be right back dunking on somebody the next year. Baron Davis stayed blowing his knees out. So that's what I'm saying.
Baron Davis is another one. He always had weight issues and stuff. And now, Baron Davis looked like Charles Barkley. Like he was another dude who never really took his physical fitness to that next level. I'm telling you, it's not a guarantee that you're not going to be injured if you work out. Because Derrick Rose is one of them. Derrick Rose, he could tell he worked out. He took care of himself. He just had a freak series of injuries. But to Derrick Rose's credit, he was able to extend his career past what people thought because he did rehab and take care of his body. This is what happens. I'm sorry?
He just retired last year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what happens when you take care of your body. Your body will take care of you. Joel Embiid, this is a classic example of somebody not taking care of their body like they should have. This is it.
Well, the funny thing, since someone says Yao was not always injured, if you search Yao Ming, the AI overview, Yao Ming, the retired Chinese basketball player, had significant injury history that plagued his career. So
foot situation, foot injury.
Early injuries in 2002, stress fracture, 2003, fracture in his left foot. Major injuries, 2005, experienced bone spur in his left foot.
I told y'all.
2006, 2008, 2009, 2010.
Wait, I told y'all.
Like
7'6". He was 7'6".
Yeah, that's a total different specimen.
No. I'm saying because I was talking about people that's been injured throughout their career, and he said Yao wasn't always injured, and I'm saying yes, Yao Ming stayed being injured.
But
Yao had it. But I don't know if he was like constantly injured.
I just read you his injury list. It's like every year.
Yao had an enlarged growth hormone. He shouldn't have been.
Oh no, I agree with you. I agree.
He was a Chinese boy. He should have been about 5'8", and his growth hormone kept making him grow with put stress on his bones and all that kind of stuff like that. He shouldn't even been that tall. So that this is Embiid. His tribe is probably at least averaging 6'8". Joel Embiid. he used his body is used to this. He just didn't take care of it. He came over to America, and if B would have stayed in Africa and was playing soccer, he'd be playing soccer till he was 45, 50. But he came over to America, started eating burgers and cheesesteaks and all this, and he let that American diet, and he did not properly take care of his body. Chad Johnson, another one. And truth be told, even if you eat not so good, if you still take care of your body, it will still have some benefits. Chad Johnson, self-proclaimed McDonald's dude. That's all he did. McDonald's is terrible for you. I wouldn't recommend anybody at McDonald's. But all Chad Johnson swears by McDonald's, apple pies and cheeseburgers and all that stuff. And he was able to play football for a very long time. And he still is active. He in boxing, he's doing like MMA now and all that stuff like that.
Didn't he say he never got an injury? Like he never was injured?
Yes, because he took care of his body.
Yeah.
He took care of his body. When you take care of your body take care of you. And B was selfish this year. That's what Philly 007 said. He said,
and then everybody knew he was taking them shots. He was taking Ozempic, came back all skinny when the season first started.
He did.
Like all of a sudden, you did all this to lose. You didn't. You was just like shoot me up, and it didn't work. Now,
and I'm gonna tell. Yeah, I agree with that. And this is how you could tell a player's mindset too. And B got a lazy mindset, and you could tell how when a player fish for fouls, more often than not, their mindset is lazy because you're not trying to do the hard work to fight through, to really create a play and all that. It's almost a lazy mindset a little bit. I'm surprised. I give Harden credit because actually I've actually watched some workout videos of Harden. I'm not sure how hard Harden goes, but Harden do actually I've seen him working out with one of the dudes, Mike Rashid. I don't know if some people follow him on Instagram or whatever, but I seen Harden actually do some pretty intense workouts with the boy Mike Rashid. All that being said, I just mentioned Harden because Harden kind of fishes for the foul like B. But B, his mindset translated to his basketball play, and it's very clear that he don't put the work in, man. He is, and I'm harping on this because he was in position to do so. He was the franchise player. He was paid properly. So you got everything now. When you got the money at your disposal, you have the organization at your disposal. When you have the organization at your disposal, you have the best trainers at your disposal. You have the best dietitians at your disposal. You have the best flexologists and all this other stuff. People to, to make sure your muscles is limber and all this kind of stuff like that. You got the best. Yes, you got the creme de la creme at your disposal, and he didn't fully take advantage of it, like Bron, Curry, KD, all the other greats, Kobe Bryant, who played 20 years because he did the same thing, took care of his body. All these dudes who took care of their body, the reward, your body and your game reap the benefits of you doing such. And we watching a player break down who didn't do that.
And Joel ate like he was feeding 4 people. Like that's what he did.
Wait a minute. Let me just address something real quick to the person Ethan who's in the chat and was commenting. You do know that Yao Ming didn't play 3 straight years injury free. You know his 3rd year was sit out with an injury. The whole year he didn't play any games that year.
So he played 2 games.
The first 2 years he said he played. And he played
2002, 2003 he played 82. 03, 04 he played 82. 04, 05. But if you notice, there is no 03, 04, 04, 05.
Yeah,
I look at it wrong.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I stand corrected. So the first three he did play them all, and then he was hurt the next 3.
And then the last year he played them all. So about 4 games.
And he was
the last one he played 5 games.
I'm seeing 77. 09 he played 77 games. I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Fame McGregor said he was out of shape every season, and that's.
I would love to get 4 seasons of full play by Joel Embiid.
No, you'll never get that.
That's a shame. We could have had. He could have been.
Yeah, Boozilla was 09, 010. My bad.
He could have been out. He could have been our Giannis. He could have been, Ben Wallace, somebody who another dude who made sure he took care of his body. These dudes who took care of their body, man, they play long. Even Draymond Green. Draymond, you can tell he still keeps himself in shape long enough to play. Would he been in the league 12 years now and still going strong? You don't
play another game ever again.
What you say?
If Joel Embiid never play another game in the NBA, is he a Hall of Famer?
He's a regular season Hall of Famer, not a playoff.
No, I'm just saying no overall.
but how do you overall? Well, I mean, hold up. This way, I'll look at it. Tracy McGrady made the Hall of Fame.
How many years, Tracy? McGrady played more games than Embiid, though, didn't he?
McGrady averaged like 19 points a game for his career, but he
played
dominated for a couple years.
Joel had half of the games Joel didn't even play.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that Joel is necessary in. Personally,
some of you get to the Hall of Fame is also game played. Tracy McGrady played a total of 938 games. That's
Joel
twice.
Played 400.
That's twice as much as Joel Embiid played.
That may matter. Yeah.
Right now, unfortunately, I would have to say he's not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
I would say that MVP looks good on his record. That might sway a couple people, and I think he got like 2 scoring titles. But to miss half your games and never got the second round of playoffs.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I might have to agree with that. I got to ruminate on that for a little bit more, but I might have to agree with that.
I mean, he might get into the Ring of Honor at Kansas.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know because hey Buzel, it is Basketball Hall of Fame, but I'm like, I kind of agree. Like Embiid had some very dominant years, but when you look at the amount of games he played altogether, like they said, as a career, like who's played? What's the fewest amount of games somebody played and still made the Hall of Fame?
That's a good question. Did y'all make it?
I don't know,
but y'all got a lot of basketball, and I think somebody said it. It's your overall basketball journey.
And Yao Ming would be different because that's what he did for China, coming over and playing. He kind of took it an international thing. He's on a bigger picture.
That's a good question. You're right too, Wayne. Adrian J, do y'all think Derrick Rose is a Hall of Famer? If not, Joel don't deserve it. That's a good question about Derrick Rose. Is Derrick Rose a Hall of Famer? I would lean to put Derrick Rose in before Joel Embiid. Be honest with you,
I would too. He can't be first ballot. I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Buzil said Yao is a Hall of Fame. Okay, so that's talking about his whole body of work.
Yeah, but Yao, I think for Yao, yeah,
because it's just the Basketball Hall of Fame, not
right.
the NBA Hall of Fame, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I will put Derrick Rose in before I will put.
What? Wait, hold on. How many games did Yao Ming play?
400 or something.
Around the same as B, right?
But we talking about, you just said it's his whole basketball.
Oh no! But I thought Tim said something about Yao played that many more games than Embiid. That's what Tim said.
No, he said Yao played the same.
We got to include everything his whole basketball career.
No, Tim. When we go on rewind, Tim said Yao played way more games than Embiid, though, right? Oh no, maybe it's not. Maybe you said
exactly
said about McGrady.
I'm gonna go back and listen. We looked up Yao. No, we looked up Yao a couple podcasts ago and was saying they only had 400 something games.
And Yao averaged 19 and 9.
Derrick Rose played 723 games throughout his career and had an average of 17 points.
Yeah, I don't know that average for D Rose though, but that's because he played a lot. Like later,
toward the end of his career,
it wasn't just toward the end. It was the bulk of his career was played as like a role player type after the first few years. But them first few years was dynamic.
And the person with the least amount of games was Drazen Petrovic, but that's because the whole auto accident that he had.
International type thing.
Yeah.
Who next after that? Outside of him, man.
I don't know.
Stats on that.
But, he played 290 yards, but that was like a sympathy vote.
What the difference is?
A healthy B versus a healthy Yao. I might take B. Yao's kind of stiff. B could take him outside and take him off the dribble and shoot.
B still, even when B was healthy, he still never got you past the second round of the playoffs.
Okay, I'm just saying. Well, where did Yao get?
B game kind of plateaued.
Yao had Tracy McGrady. Where Yao get? Okay.
Yeah,
Yao had T-Mac on his squad.
He had Butler. He had
Y'all had a lot of talent on his team.
That Jimmy Butler team was probably one of the best teams. You could put that team up against almost any. Now, granted,
that team. Yes, I agree.
Granted, we had a terrible coach, but B played bad in that series against Toronto, bro.
Yeah. He did absolutely again because
that team was a very good team. That team was a good team. You could put that team up against a lot of teams in the past 10 to 15 years.
Oh no, well you already know. That's what I said.
That.
Oh, you already know. I said that whole year that I thought that was the best chance that they had. That's why what really made me start hating Brett Brown, because I feel like that year we had the talent to do it.
I agree. Brother man, Maxey got hurt like in the third quarter or something. I think it was the third quarter he landed on his back.
Joel's scoring is going to come down this year because I think he averaged 17, 18 points a game this year. So that's going to affect his overall average.
Yeah, but he didn't play as many games, so it's not going to affect the overall as much as it would if that was for a complete season. With for him, a complete season is like 60-something games. So it's a little bit different if it's like 20 games as opposed to like 60.
Well, are they averaging games or are they averaging seasons?
They average games, right? But in this season, he didn't play as many games as he has in the other seasons.
But I think that's what it's a total of games.
No, it'll take it down, but it'll take it down some. But I'm saying if you're talking about 20 games that averaging 17 as opposed to 60 games averaging 30, I'm saying the 17 is going to bring it down, but it's not going to bring it down as much as if it was the even amount of games.
Well, do they measure?
I don't think they do. I don't think they say
season. Career. They do?
They take as I believe is still the amount you average per game over your career. I don't think they say you played 10 seasons, you average 15, 20, 25, 20, and they add those seasons up to get your total. I don't think it works like that. I think it works
the way they do
games.
If they do it right, it does add. But my thing is, if you're only playing 20 games this year at 17 points,
I'm not arguing you. I'm not arguing. I'm just talking about. I'm answering Tim's question. Tim is thinking
my bad.
Because of years, because he's thinking it's going to be based on the years, but I still think it's based on the games, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody made the comment. They said the comment would shut off my page.
No, Ralph Sampson.
No, 2K guy. He said every MVP has made the Hall of Fame. Did y'all know? Is that true? Do we have to fact check?
I didn't know that.
We have to fact check that.
Yeah, we may have to.
I mean, I guess think of the last. Well, outside of Derrick Rose didn't make the MVP yet, so that's still up to debate. He didn't make the Hall of Fame, but he was an MVP.
But he just retired, so maybe.
Yeah, so we'll see. So outside of him, though, AI's in there. Barkley, obviously Jordan. I'm trying to think of all the old MVPs. Keem Olajuwon won MVP too, right? Did Keem just ring? Didn't he win MVP? Who's all the MVPs? Kobe Bryant, Shaq. Yeah, I mean.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
You know the amount of shame that you would have if you were the first one not to make it.
Yeah, King got one MVP. Okay. That's interesting. That's a very interesting. Everyone except Boozer said. I mean, Brother Man, to you said everyone except Derrick Rose has thus far. Very interesting stat. Very interesting stat. Moses, Karl Malone, Duncan. Yeah. That's look. That would be a shame on him if he don't make it, to the Hall of Fame. But that's saying if he didn't play again. I do, but I'm optimistic that Joel will come back and play for the Sixers again. I'm optimistic about that.
I'm not sure.
Yo,
he's a big man.
Y'all got me sitting there looking. They said there's 24 players that are tied for the fewest career wins by Hall of Famers in the playoffs with 0 wins. So
say that again. Say that again.
24 players in the Hall of Fame that have never won a playoff game.
Never won a playoff game?
Yes.
But how many Hall of Famers? I mean, how many?
No, 24 Hall of Famers. But I'm just saying that's crazy.
How many? What's the total amount of Hall of Fame people in the Hall of Fame?
I'm sure it's plenty. But I'm just saying if we using the measures of not getting past the second round and stuff like that, it's like, I mean, dudes not even winning a playoff game and going in the Hall of Fame is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Right now, Joel's on a bubble.
Yeah, he's on the bubble.
It says
I would say
Boozilla,
Yeah, hold up.
correct. That can't be correct. If he's saying Joel's the only Hall of Famer not to make it to a conference finals, but Wayne is saying it's Hall of Famers who didn't win a playoff game. Now we talking about maybe modern day. I don't know how old some of them players.
Yeah, maybe it's modern day or something.
You might be talking about some players from like the 60s, the 50s, or something that that didn't get in there they didn't get no playoff wins, but maybe he's talking modern day Hall of Fame. I don't know. We got to clarify that.
All right, so I mean, we wish that Joel nothing but the best. Hopefully, whatever happens, that they can. If he needs surgery, I'd rather for him to get it right away, and maybe we'll see him like mid-February for the trade deadline next year or something.
I agree.
Right now, the West is looking.
MVP. He said MVP. He corrected it. Okay. He said no MVP. He's the only MVP who didn't make it to the conference finals.
So he should be in the Hall of Fame right there.
That should take him out the Hall of Fame.
What y'all got coming out the West?
Lakers actually jumped up to the number 2 spot. Anybody who's a Lakers LeBron fan, you may LeBron with Luka now. They've been hot. I don't think they lost a game since he's been there. I got to double check that. If they did, it's only one. Luka hasn't been playing. I'm sorry.
They lost one game.
One game. Okay. Luka hasn't been playing.
Hold on, real quick. Dismiss what I just said. I don't even know if that list is right. I said NBA. I don't even think that's the NBA.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Luka hasn't been playing all that incredible. He had a couple games here and there. He actually hasn't been shooting really that well, but they've been winning. They have been winning. They've been rolling off some games. They went from the number, I think they was in the 5 spot, but when he got there, and now they all the way up to the 2 spot. A couple teams lost. They was winning. Now they ahead of Memphis is OKC, Lakers. Then I think it's Denver and then Memphis at number 4. And I can't even remember who's in 5. Houston. Surprisingly enough, Houston where did Houston come from? I didn't even know Houston was hooping like this. Houston's like 5. Then you got after Houston, Clippers all year. And Golden State in 7. I think with the win tonight against Charlotte, Golden State should have leapfrogged Clippers, and they should be in a number 6 spot, which they try to maintain to get out that play-in. But that being said, OKC should take the West.
I don't think
with
so.
The Lakers now with Luka, LeBron,
they ain't had that heartbreak yet. They ain't had that crushing heartbreak. Right now, I still crazy thing is Golden State could be very well the team them in LA, but they are a way different team without Jimmy Butler. If Jimmy misses any game, they like night and day. Like
I agree.
They look unstoppable when Jimmy's in there. They look like the old Golden State.
See, the problem is, not the problem. The benefit of Jimmy Butler is he plays the non-Curry minutes. And that's where Golden State is at the most deficient when Curry in the game. There was a minus, I think like a -10 and a plus-minus with Jimmy Butler. I don't know what it is right now, but I think after like the first 5 or 6 games, there was a +16 with Jimmy Butler in the lineup and Steph out the lineup. So that was huge for them, and that's really what enabled them to win games. Yeah. But I agree with you. I mean, they're a whole different team without him because when Steph is out, they go back to being trash, just like the Sixers game. As soon as Steph got out, the league got low. Every time he stepped out, Golden State started losing again. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, with Jimmy, Golden State's still missing something. It's still something they missing, I think, to go deep. I can see them getting to the second round. I don't know if they could get past the second round though.
Denver, because right now they are in the 6th place, the 6th spot right now.
They went to the 6th now, right?
They're 33 and 28.
Yeah,
and the Clippers are 32. So now the Clippers are in the play-in. So right now, if they were to play right now, they would be playing the Denver Nuggets in the first round.
Golden State.
Golden State. If everything was the way it was.
That's tough out. Somebody said 2K guy just said Kyrie just got seriously hurt. Do we got confirmation on that?
They walked him off with like he got banged up.
You wasn't gonna mention that during the pod?
So we going around the NBA right now.
Okay, all right.
So what y'all just focus on West right now?
Yeah.
What you saying, Wayne? Because I do gotta get out of here, but go ahead.
No, what I'm saying in the West, I just think Bron and Luka is a tough combo to beat because either one of them, you know what I'm saying, at any point in time, either one of them has shown they could dominate in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? On the bigger stage.
Than me. I'm sorry.
So, but so nobody think Cleveland for real?
We talking about the East. I mean the West.
I know, but all right, y'all.
I told you I think Cleveland. I'm the one who say I think Cleveland going to take it. I keep saying Cleveland going to be in the finals. Tim said he still think of Boston. I think Cleveland going to the finals. Cleveland ain't playing no games with nobody.
It's gonna be like Boston Celtics, Boston and LA. That might be a rematch, like old
school. If Boston gets is Porzingis coming back, because he always in and out the lineup. He worse than Embiid.
Yeah, that's Embiid. Embiid is Porzingis.
He just as bad.
Porzingis gonna put up. Porzingis they ain't put up. Have Porzingis ever had those kind of years that Embiid had scoring wise, like numbers wise?
I'm talking about in and out.
Just injury wise. Yeah. Grant Hill's stats, and he's in the Hall of Fame. But I guess maybe because he won in Duke too. Grant Hill averaged 16.7 points and 6 rebounds and 4 assists.
How many years did he play? You gotta remember,
he played 1,000 games. He played 1,000 games.
Points in the NBA over 1,000 games is pretty good.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at outside of obviously who everybody venerate, the LeBrons and Currys and Kobe's and Shaq and all them. Look at most everybody's stats. Most everybody who played that long, your numbers probably dipped to around 18 and 20 points a game max. If you average 20 and you played 15, 12, I mean, that's impressive.
Barkley played 1,073 games, averaged 22 points and 11 rebounds.
That's what I'm saying. But in the prime, he was averaging 27, 28.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is 16 really? I don't know. 16.
Look, you understand what I'm saying? At Barkley peak, he was averaging around 27. So that's 5 points under his peak. So now, if you say you averaging 16, then at your peak, you was averaging around 21. If you average 21 for a good part of your career, that's pretty good.
But I'm saying, but if we talking about career, you take all that into account, don't you? All right, so let me ask you this then, real quick. So does it count more that you play more games, or when you play a higher level? Because I get what you're saying. Some guys just stay around longer, and their numbers end up dropping because they stayed around. But so you get credit for staying around, even though you're not playing on it, like Vince Carter stayed around, but he wasn't, doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
He had a good run though. He had like a good 12-year run where he was dominant.
But if you in them years are still averaging, and I'm falling off years, you still averaging around 15 points a game. That's still pretty good.
But if your career average is 15, you probably wasn't averaging 15 down the end of your career.
That's true. I'm not arguing with that. Let's look at D-Wade. D-Wade, he played 1,000 games as well, 1,054, and his career average 22. That's pretty good. But again, these are dudes. You talking about D-Wade is the third best shooting guard, third, depending on where you put him in AI in history.
But I feel like that player. That's the kind of players that should make it. I think Ethan might have said it in the comment section that's the NBA ain't that hard to make. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that none of these guys don't deserve to go in here. I'm just looking and saying, like, usually when I think Hall of Fame, I'm like, you just think like they've been dominant. They kind of like, I like T-Mac. I don't think T-Mac was a Hall of Famer, honestly.
What's his career average?
I think that was a little stretch for T-Mac to be in there. He never won a round of the playoffs. To me, that kind of disqualifies you.
That is true. T-Mac averaged 19 a game in his career. That's pretty good for 938 games.
Yeah, but he also but that means some of his down years was down because he wasn't leading the league in scoring a couple years.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He had his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It was 8 points, 3 points a game, 9 points a game. Oh no! I'm sorry. That's combined between 2 years. So that's his last. He played for like 3 different teams in 1 year. That's crazy.
Hey, Boozilla, I actually think that's a real good comparison, except the fact that Bill Walton won a couple championships. Bill Walton and Embiid, like, he compared them, like, you talking about a big man that's talented and dominant but injury prone, and that's how Bill Walton was. But he won 2 chips.
Yeah.
If Embiid was to win a chip, I don't even think it would be a discussion right now.
Shaq career average is 23 points a game, playing 1,200 games. He played more games than D-Wade. I wouldn't have known that.
Look at how many years Shaq played, though.
Yeah, he played a total of.
I agree, brother, man. Being a good player doesn't mean you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. To me, Hall of Fame and things like that. But I do understand that basketball different. Like in Grant Hill's situation, he was on a great Duke team that was on a great run. I think he was there for like 3 years and they was dominant. That Duke team was dominant that he was on. So that's the problem with the NBA Hall of Fame is it encompasses all basketball. That's like Melo. Melo is probably going to make the Hall of Fame. Did he make it already? But I know because of the points that he put up in the Olympic play, they're going to add that into his resume for the NBA Hall of Fame, for the Basketball Hall of Fame, I should say. It's not NBA Hall of Fame.
Somebody earlier today who had a better career, Melo or Harden? Thoughts?
I like Melo more, but I might be willing to say Harden.
I might be more to say Harden too.
Yeah.
I might want to say Harden. Melo average. He played 1,260 games. Melo played 19 years, and Melo averaged 22 points a game. That's pretty good.
How many Harden average?
30 off if you add all his free throws in.
So why you got put why you put disclaimers in there?
Like no, they stop. James Harden thus far has played 1,129 games, and his career average. What you think?
24. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay. All right. It's 24. It's 24 points a game. That's pretty impressive.
That's. I mean, he a bucket. I mean, even now he averages 21 a game now. But
where's Harden ranked as shooting guards? Is he considered a shooting guard? Right? We consider Harden a shooting guard.
I would.
All right. Where's he ranked on your all-time shooting guards? Is he in the top 10?
Yeah, he definitely top 10.
Depends how far back you go.
I'm going back to from the 80s on.
All right. But you're definitely not putting him over Mike, Kobe, D Wade.
All right, let's get this. He's not in the top 5. Let's say the top 5
Right.
is
He's not
Kobe, Jordan, and are you putting him over? You're not putting him over Vince Carter. Are you putting him over Vince Carter or no?
You count Vince Carter?
I think he's going over. I think he's going over Vince Carter.
I think Vince Carter normally kind of is a shooting guard or small forward.
Vince Carter was a shooting guard.
Small forward. Y'all say he's a shooting guard?
I thought he was.
When he's in Toronto, he played 2 guard because T-Mac was playing a small forward, right? So let's say, okay, Mike, Kobe, D Wade, AI.
Yeah, they got him listed like small forward, small forward, shooting guard, power forward. They just got him.
I don't know what he played most of his games as. He probably played most of his games as probably a small forward. I would say
most of the games small forward. He's a small forward.
Okay, all right, let's say small forward. His better years in Toronto, he was a shooting guard, but because he played with T-Mac and T-Mac was small forward. But
I remember him playing small forward, and when we played him in 2021, and T-Mac wasn't even on that squad.
17 of these years in here, they got him listed as a shooting guard.
17 years.
That's what I just counted, I believe.
That's what I thought he played most of his time. I know in Toronto.
Yep.
I don't remember. Okay, so he is a shooting guard. So where is he ranked then?
I don't remember him guarding AI in the NBA when we played him.
That don't mean he wasn't a shooting guard.
Yeah, they put Alvin Williams on the point guard was guarding. Wasn't Alvin Williams the point guard on that team? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, we didn't say he said I'm not a Harden fan, but he has an MVP. Y'all tripping? We tripping about saying?
Oh no, tripping about what? I mean, at what point? Where you guard that?
You might be talking about other people. Oh, I think he's talking about other people in the comment section. I don't think he's talking about us.
Is Harden over Ray Allen? I might have to say Harden is.
Ray Allen got 2 championships, 2 NBA.
Yeah. All right. Wait. It wasn't like Ray Allen got the championships when he was the guy on the team. He got with the super teams. He got championships being a role player.
He still got them.
You had Paul George. He was on there with not Paul. He was on there with Paul
LeBron.
Pierce and Kevin. He was on there and he won with Paul Pierce and Kevin Kevin Garnett.
They was the big 3.
I think
they would have made 2.
I would say Ray Allen's a more complete player than Harden.
Harden was a better assister and rebounder.
I'm talking about defense and everything like that. Ray Allen was more.
Ray Allen was a sharp shooter. He was more of a pure shooter.
Harden get buckets. Don't get it twisted. Me saying that is not hating on Harden. Let's get this clear. Harden gets buckets. If I had to pick either Harden or Ray Allen to start on my team.
Oh, I'm picking to start on my team. I'm taking Ray Allen.
So did you go there?
But I'm just saying if you talking about like career wise, when you're looking at career and stuff like that and numbers and playing and I mean I get it. Ray Allen won, being the third best on the team
When Ray Allen was with the Bucks, he was the best player. He was a top 5 player.
And they lost to AI.
They did.
Wait. He was a top player, but he also had. Don't act like Big Dog wasn't a beast on that team. And Sam Cassell was a floor general that already won a championship and came over here. Like they had a big three on that. Ray Allen win. He on a big three. I don't know.
Ray Allen with 13 played 1,300 games. His career average is 19 points a game. That's pretty.
That's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not.
LeBron doesn't get that first. LeBron don't win that first title without Ray Allen. That was the biggest shot ever. That ball landed. He caught it, knocked it down baseline. That joint is his shit.
Ray Allen. I used to watch Ray Allen come out of college. That's around the time him and AI was in there getting buckets in Connecticut, and AI was in Georgetown. That's when I watched college ball. I used to love watching Ray Allen play. Man. His game was so technically sound. It was.
For the record, Harden did make it to a championship, being the third best. So I guess
he did. He did.
Being the third best player on the team. I guess
Harden. Hey, Brock Harden's not a bum. You might not like the way he plays. I'm not a particular Harden fan of the way he plays, like trying to get the fouls and all that. But Harden not a bum. Harden not a bum. He got game. But that's an interesting conversation, though. Where does he rank in the shooting guard? So if y'all got that puts him right now about what, 7th, 8th right now. If you take Ray Allen and let's say you take Ray Allen and Vince Carter over him.
I don't know if I take both of them over him, but I hear
you. You taking Harden over Vince Carter?
I think I am. Harden is capable of getting triple doubles,
and he also capable of giving up triple doubles.
But that's true too. Didn't Vince Carter brick a game winner against the Sixers in the?
Vince Carter played. Yeah, Harden went 0 for 13 in the playoffs too against Golden State. But
no, in the second half. But I'm just saying,
Vince Carter played 1,541 games and he averaged 17 points a game, 16.7. I gave him an extra 3.3. 17 points a game. That's pretty good for 1,500 career games to average 17 points a game.
Clyde Drexler was cat. Whoa.
Clyde, I forgot. Oh, how did I forget? Thank y'all. I'm tripping. Clyde, let me pull up Clyde's stats because Clyde was not everybody hate on Clyde because Jordan got the better of him.
I actually was rooting for that Portland team.
Yeah,
with Duckworth and Cliff Robinson.
Clyde played almost 30. Clyde played 1,086 games, and his career average was what y'all think it was?
19.
20.4.
19. How many games you said? 1,800?
No, on 1,086.
Oh, 1,086. I thought you said 1,800. I was say, good Lord.
No, he ain't played that long. You played 15 years. You played 15 years.
Wow, that was great.
Nah, that's decent, but that ain't better numbers than Harden put up.
He still got Clyde got how many championships you get with Houston? 2 of them? 1, 2?
No, he got one.
He got one. He did a second year, the second time.
They lost the first time against Mike, and then I think when he went with Houston, I think they had already won in Houston.
No, they never played against Mike. They never played Mike in the finals.
No, he did in Portland. He played against Mike in the finals. When Mike was killing him and doing the shrubs and all that.
So he got to finals and won.
And everybody was hyping it up like the big matchup. It's gonna be Clyde versus Mike. I was all hyped. I was like, "You ain't Clyde." Mike killed that ball.
No, Clyde did all right though. He didn't do that bad in that finals. They took him to 6. Clyde didn't do that bad. I got to pull Clyde's stats in that final to see exactly what he did.
Clyde was a great player.
But Clyde definitely, I mean, it's
all the players we talking about are great players. I mean, that's what we talk about.
I think you could put Clyde in the conversation against Harden. Like, can you possibly put him over Harden? I think that's a legit argument. Clyde to Clyde.
It's an argument. It's definitely everybody that everybody mentioned is an argument. It is an argument to be made.
What about Clay? Prime Clay?
No, he's not over Harden. You know, Clyde also was on a super team that had Scottie Pippen and Barkley and the King.
Prime Clay might go over Harden, yo. Prime Clay.
It's not prime. It's not prime Clay. It's current Clay that was bringing him down.
Yeah, I agree. Prime Clay was a problem. Prime Clay.
Yes, I'm taking Prime Harden over Prime Clay. Yes. I'm taking a player that was the most dominant on the team and actually was making a run in the playoffs and everything else. I'm taking that player over.
I can agree that Prime Clay never had to carry the weight of a franchise. I can agree.
Prime Clay was different though. He was different. Mm-hmm. He actually was better than Steph. But listen,
no, he wasn't.
All right, y'all. It was fun. We talk to y'all after when the Sixers play again.
We play tomorrow. I think we back at it tomorrow.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. But
Klay Thompson and Trey Plump in Clay's prime years pre-injury, he never shot lower than 40% from three. Not 1 year.
How many points a game was he averaging?
He was averaging 12, 16, 18, 21, 22, 22, 20, and 21. That's impressive.
12, 16, 18. Get out of here.
I thought that was his first 2 years in the league. I thought that was his first 2 years. His third year, 18, 21, 22, 22, 20, 21. That's impressive.
I hear you. I listen. I hear what everybody's saying.
Shooting on average 7 threes a game.
Harden switched up a lot. He actually affected the league even more than just with his production and scoring and rebounding and assists. You got a lot of guys to me, certain players, that's like Harden moves and stuff like that. You got that step back move.
I'm tripping. I'm sorry. We tripping.
Go ahead.
All right, yo, we gonna wrap this. We will be back here.
We about to wrap it up, but we almost got egregious.
What happened?
I guess depend on where you put him at. Now we got to depend on where we put him at. Where are you putting Dame Lillard? Is he the point guard or is he a shooting guard?
Dame is a point, in my opinion. Same way as Steph Curry.
Saying Steph Curry, you got to do the same thing with Steph Curry because Steph Curry to me is a shooting guard.
Well, if you're gonna put Steph Curry as a shooting guard, then you would now be talking that he got to be in the number 3 slot. You arguing him against Kobe Bryant?
Then you got Michael Jordan, Kobe.
I'm putting Steph over Kobe overall.
D Wade. That's your top 5.
I know Kobe groupies gonna hate that, but I'm putting Steph Curry over Kobe.
I'm a huge Curry fan, as we know.
No, I can't say putting it over right now.
I don't know if I'm putting him over.
I think they're neck and neck.
I can't.
I think they tied right here, but I think I would prefer to have Steph over Kobe.
Somebody's already taking Sam Jones over Harden. Yo, Brock, you hating a little bit. You hating a little too hard on Harden. He said Wayne sleepy. Steph, I'm giving Kobe the edge. I'm gonna tell you why I'm giving Kobe the edge.
Go ahead.
I'm giving Kobe the edge, not because Steph is horrible at defense, like some people try to say. Steph actually has created himself into a very solid defensive player. But Kobe's one-on-one defense and his length was tenacious. It's Steph's defense don't come close to the defense that Kobe Bryant.
There's a little bit of cap about Kobe's defense. Kobe always had great defensive big men behind him, so he could go and gamble.
Kobe did.
He never had.
Even against the Sixers, and they try to make it like Kobe was guarding AI. Kobe wasn't guarding AI. He was running AI in his check.
Nah, when I seen Kobe defense when Kobe had to play against in the Olympics against the Brazilian Blur, and they said
I don't want to hear nothing about no. All right, I'm done.
But in the Brazilian Blur would get past anybody. And he said, and before the game, this is the boy Brazilian Blur was on record saying, "Can't nobody guard me." It got back to Kobe, and Kobe put that fool in a straitjacket. I never see a defensive performance the way Kobe put in the Olympics. Steph cannot do that. Steph is good. Like I said, he got himself pretty good. He cannot do that. He can't do that.
Hey, Brock, guess what? Kobe would kill Seth Curry, but Steph Curry would give him some work.
Yeah, AI. I love AI. I'm a big AI fan. AI was my favorite player before Steph Curry came along. I would take Steph Curry over AI because
you can be as quick as you want. The range Steph Curry can shoot is crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. And if we want to talk about not only just shooting, but at the percentages, look at the efficiency of Kobe's offense and the efficiency of Steph Curry's offense.
Listen, Brock. Brother man, Brock. I'm saying I'm putting Kobe over Curry. I have
who
a lot of
who wins one-on-one? Who wins one-on-one?
Depending on who get the ball. Now, how we playing? What's the rules? Did you make it take it, or you playing shoot, give it up, go back and forth?
That's a good point too.
If you play make it take it, you give Steph the ball first, and it also depends on. I know some people play. I also,
but if you count twos and threes,
that's true too. Now, yeah, in twos and threes, but also how many dribbles? Because I know a lot of times that's what I like. If they add the one, and we got to talk about this for the All-Star game next year too. A lot of fans are clamoring for an All-Star game, one-on-one tournament. You got to add in dribbles. How many dribbles do you get to take before you have to shoot? It should be a max of 3 to 4 dribbles, and then you got to shoot the ball. But
if they do that, then Kobe got no chance. All right, yeah, we can wrap it up. I got like 2% left on my computer.
Like, comment, subscribe. Again.
It's been a while. It's been a while. That's why the show got active like it did. It's been a minute.
Man, Ethan,
it's the same way if you're doing Ethan. Don't nobody listen to y'all.
Listen, keep these topics in mind because as long as the Sixers keep losing, this is going to be the content from here on out. We're going to be comparing great players and we talk about other teams because this is how it's going to have to be.
Let's get it.
So let's keep this content. Let's keep this conversation going. Holla at y'all.
Now you motivated me. I'll be back.
Hit the notification bell and like the video. We